Did you know that 90% of insurance agents industry-wide fail out? Well, I'm going to help you understand how you can mitigate some risk here so that you can realize, hopefully, success in an industry that's amazing. But so many brand new insurance agents, they feel like they're kamikaze pilots. They jump into the space, lots of emotion. Yay, this is going to be great. I got lots of belief. And then boom, they crash. And I don't want you to be a casualty of the industry. So I'm going to help you unpack some problems that some agents that have failed out have found to be true for them. And I hope this saves you some heartache and pain and increases your chances of having insane profitability in an industry that when you make it, let me share with you, there's no better life. So before I go into this, my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the industry, and I'm so blessed to recruit and partner with some of the most amazing agents that align here, selling shoulder to shoulder life insurance, Medicare insurance, and annuities face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So if you need any free resources or a good work family, jasonfinalexpense.com. So, first off, number one, you've got to understand when you're a brand new insurance agent, you really need someone that can help you simulate what you're going to see in the real world. Simulation is important if you were trying to become a pilot, right? You would never jump into a plane with, hey, I can't wait to be a pilot. Just get me in this plane and I'll figure it out. No, you're going to crash. This is what happens to failed insurance agents. They have an insurance license. They maybe look at it like, I got a lottery ticket here. I'm going to make, six figures in my sleep. It's no big deal. And this is what damages them because they've got all kinds of enthusiasm, but they've never simulated what they're going to see, whether it's final expense telesales scripting or even face-to-face insurance scripting. It's so important that you practice in a safe, secure place before you step into that seat and now see people, whether it's final expense leads or face-to-face prospects. You've got to be prepared, my friends, or you're going to lose so much money in this space. There's a very small margin for error. And if you make the error of thinking that I'm a brand new insurance agent, I'm really excited, all I need is leads, get out of my way, and I'm going to just get what I want. Well, you really want warriors who can walk by your side and say, you know what? You're doing good, but this may be a little better way for you. Let's try that again. Mastery based learning is very important, but having a mentor who can make a way for you is absolutely the path to getting yourself to the promised land. I've been in this industry over 20 plus years, 2 plus decades. And let me tell you, my mentor helped me mitigate some mistakes. No different than you as a brand new agent. You want to be able to mitigate those mistakes because those mistakes cost you money. You're buying leads, or maybe you are knocking doors. You're not going to get your time back. It's one of your most valuable resources. So make sure that you simulate what you're going to see with objection handling skills. You've got to get yourself into a place that you've practiced so that you're now prepared and polished, not perfect, but prepared and polished before you get in front of a prospect. So mentoring, very important. Being beyond enthusiasm. Okay. You've got to be able to engage with the best of yourself in practice. You've got to really practice the way that you want to play and perform, no different than an NFL football team. You've got to get yourself in a place that you put the pads on and take the hits. You've got to go through your script, do it again. It's going to feel weird at first. It's okay to be weird. I'd rather feel weird in training than to get beat to death with my own wallet because I didn't know what's going to work. And more importantly, I didn't know what's not going to work with consumers. The one call close is very important with final expense telesales. And if you don't know it, boy, it's going to be punishing because when you do all these callbacks, you're going to be setting yourself up for what we call fool's gold in the industry. You're going to find that you're not going to get those closes. Once that call goes down, your chances are diminishing like gravity if you jump off, okay, any high object. You need to know this and have the help early, but scripting, very important. Mentorship, very important, but also having the right leads. You've got to be able to understand you want to stay away from telemarketed final expense leads. Don't touch them because most of them are yabbadabadoo at gmail.com. They're not TCPA compliant final expense leads. They are something that's going to get you into a lot of trouble. Don't touch telemarketed leads. You want to go straight into a high intent exclusive lead that has opt-in permission so that you can text and email and do all the things that are really good when you can't get a hold of the lead. So you've got to really slow down when you're looking at finding the best IMO or the best FMO, the best work family for you. It's a relationship business. And if you've got a great relationship with your mentor, you've got a better chance, not a guarantee, but a better chance at really getting what you want here. They're there to help you because the greater that you are, the greater that everybody can be. But you've got to really believe in yourself for sure. Enthusiasm is important, right? Belief's the backbone of the simple business. But you've got to see the business for what it is. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of getting yelled at times. It's a lot of what the beep are you calling me for? And I don't want none of this. Click. You've got to really navigate into action to know that, I'm not going to fail out. I'm going to move forward. If you're one that when it comes to fight or flight, you're like, well, I got hit. This is going to be fun. Now we're getting after it. Let's now go help the next person. It's not about when a client says no, that you're done. All right. You can't be weak minded if you want to make the wealth in this very simple industry. The business is far from easy, but it's all about engagements. Can you engage? Can you move forward? Can you know that the more hands I shake, the more money I can make? And I'm not promised anything, but if I want to be a top performer, I'm going to put my big boy britches on, and that's going to look like a whole lot of action. If you're a final expense telesales agent, that means you're going to make the calls or purchase a bunch of inbound leads. And we can get you discount codes for that at jasonfinalexpense.com as well. But you've got to do a lot of movement. Don't expect to make the money if you're not moving. Don't expect things to be handed to you. It's all about you helping that great person. If you're not making someone else's life better, you're not going to make it. You're going to lose yourself in this industry because it's not about commission breath. Even though commission is quite nice in final expense sales, it's perfect. It's amazing when you make it. It's great. You're paid very well. But it's not about us, right? It's about our prospects. Let's make their lives better, solve big problems. And guess what? With bigger problems comes bigger policies. You can become a powerful final expense telesales agent, but it's all about giving powerful results to our clients. We're paid in correlation to the problems that we solve as insurance agents. And how are we going to solve those problems? By knowing how to script, knowing how to rebuttal, knowing how to really help the prospect fix their problems and sometimes uncover their problems because you're going to get told, oh, I already took care of it. And they just filled out the lead. Oh, mail it to me. I'm busy. I don't got time for this. You're going to get told a bill of goods at times. And they're great folks, right? But when they say call me tomorrow, it doesn't always mean that. It's just part of what happens. There's really two sales to be made. They sold you or you solved their problem with a product that is compliant and perfect to fit that need because families' lives do hang in the balance here. It's all about helping them make their life better, my friends. It's all about that. It's about our consumers. And when you figure out how to solve their problems, you're going to figure out real quick how to sell more policies as a result of being the best handshake for them. So take good care of clients, but understand when you're brand new, you've got to have a good work family. You got to have leads. You got to not lose your lunch when you're really buying leads on the weekly. But even when you buy leads, you have to work them. It's not an easy business to get up and say, you know what, I got to get on the phone as opposed to maybe choosing the path of pleasure, which is I'm going to go watch another YouTube video or I'm going to sit on the couch or hit the income reduction button or snooze. You know what I'm saying here? You cannot do this in a sales industry. This business is a business and you've got to treat it like one. You're not W-2. You're going to have that 1099 mind and grind, but more importantly, you've got to have that heart to help and you may realize you have what it takes in this industry, but it does take work. It takes practicing. And I don't want you to be in a position where you become a statistic of the industry because you didn't see that it looked like what it really was. It's an amazing industry, but prepare yourself for success. And that's all of those simple steps and habitual behaviors that we will all do as top producers. And hopefully you become $1 million roundtable producer as well in the industry. You'll never look back. You'll find you love it. But so many insurance agents leave because they were hoodwinked into thinking that it's easy street and I really don't have to work and I'm going to make the wealth and it doesn't take much. I just buy leads and it doesn't matter what I say. I'm going to sell policies anyway. Well, you're going to find that that doesn't work. If you're an airline pilot, it sure doesn't work in this industry either. If you need anything or a good work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. And remember, my friends, you've got what it takes. I appreciate you.